IMAS, and welcome to our Young Adventures program. So if you've never joined us for this program, we're a program that is geared towards toddlers, so we're going to do something really fun today that we haven't done before. If you joined us last time, thank you for joining us for dancing drums. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about healthy habits. So if you go on our website to our featured events, so you're going to go to the home page and you're going to scroll down to our featured events, you're going to see the Young Adventures program that we're doing today. So if you saw our Facebook post, we did post the supplies that you need today to join us. But if you don't have these supplies at home, we have some really awesome handouts. So we have our Healthy Habits plate. We'll be going over that in just a little bit. And then we have our activity that we're going to be doing today. If you do not have the supplies at home, or if you just want to do some cutting and gluing, maybe you already ate breakfast. So we're going to talk about healthy habits. What are healthy habits? Healthy habits are when we practice exercising and eating well, and both of these things are going to make your body grow, and they're going to make you feel good, and they're going to allow you to have a lot of fun, a lot of energy to play. So I want to talk about 4 healthy habits on our plate. So if you already have this printed out, we're going to go over each one. So let's go over one really important one right now. So this one right here is washing your hands. Now, healthy habits are something we practice. That means that we don't just do it once, we do it many times, and many times a day, okay? So right here, we want to wash our hands a lot. We want to wash them when our hands are dirty. We want to wash them before we eat, after we eat. So I actually washed my hands before we started this program. That's a healthy habit. Another healthy habit is exercising. Now, some of you might think that exercising is just running, it's just walking, but it can be really fun. So if you like playing soccer, if you like playing basketball, if you like just jumping in your living room, that's exercising. So that's something that's really fun. Another healthy habit is sleeping. So sometimes your adults will tell you you need to go to bed, right? Well, that's because sleep is really important. It's important for your mind, it's important for your body. And the one that we're gonna have fun today with is healthy eating. So remember, we're practicing this healthy habit. We're practicing eating really yummy foods as much as we can. So when we think about healthy habits and food, sometimes we might think, oh, I don't want to eat salad, or my adult is making me eat greens. Well, it's not just greens. Food comes in many colors. So right here on our table, we actually have the colors of the rainbow. And all of these are foods that if we eat, we're contributing to a healthy habit. So we have an apple, it's color red. We have an orange, and the name gives it away, right? We have a peach, has kind of a yellowish color. Sometimes it can be more orangey pink. And then we have a lime, and then we have a plum, and then eggplant. Some of this might be new to you, and then eggplant is not something that a lot of people eat all the time, but it is a new vegetable that you can contribute into your daily health habits. So these are our healthy habits on our plate. Now, if you didn't have a printout and you actually want to join us for the activity, we're going to start today. So if you saw on our Facebook post, right here I have my cutting board and my knife. So you do need an adult or guardian if you're going to participate with a knife. And if you want your child to participate more with you in the kitchen, you can actually buy some kid-friendly knives online, or sometimes you can just use scissors, as long as you don't use them with paper or other supplies. So maybe you can get a special pair of scissors for your toddler to use in the kitchen. So our supplies are our toast, and I actually already toasted it. It smells pretty yummy in this room. It smells awesome. So I have my strawberries. Now these I actually got from our fridge. So if you can see our fridge in the back, it's decorated just for you. And when we open it, we actually have some really yummy stuff inside. We have some cheese, we have some milk, some juice, some yogurt. All of these things need to be in a refrigerator so that they stay at the temperature to make sure they don't get bacteria, some yucky, yucky stuff. So one thing we find in our fridge is our yogurt. Now today we're going to be using Greek yogurt. This one is vanilla flavored. So this is really yummy, especially for all you toddlers. And for you adults, if you're trying to watch your sugar and you see the sugar in the back and you're like, whoa, that's a lot of sugar, you can always just get plain yogurt and then add a little bit of sugar until you like it. That might help you a little bit. But for this one, it's a pretty good brand. It's HEB and it's vanilla, so it has some flavor to it. We're gonna use a banana, so a yellow banana. So this kind of goes in the yellow color scheme. We are going to use some raisins. Makes a fun sound. So these raisins right here. We're gonna use some peanut butter. So I got some really yummy peanut butter. Sometimes it's creamy, sometimes it's crunchy. I chose creamy today. And then I have an apple. So if you see the toast and you think it might hurt your stomach because you don't really do good when you eat breads, you can always use an apple slice. So if we slice a big slice, it's almost like a toast. And then we have our bread. So this one actually doesn't go in the fridge. I guess it wouldn't harm it if you put it in the fridge, but stuff like this, sometimes you can find them on our cabinets, like back here. Sometimes we keep it on top of our cabinets, on top of our fridge. It's totally up to you, but it doesn't have to go in a fridge. So we're gonna start, and what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna slice some apples first. So one healthy habit we can practice is not only washing our hands, but washing our fruits. So this apple has been washed, and so has our strawberries. So I'm gonna slice an apple right here. Now the apple we don't really need for our bear or our rooster, but I'm gonna try to cut a big slice for those of you that can't eat bread. That's pretty good. And for our strawberries, if you saw on our template, so let me dry my hands really quickly so I don't get our paper wet. And if you're doing our cutout handout, you can see the strawberries are cut a little bit different. We slice them a little bit different here. That way they're a little bit pointy. So that way we can do ears, or we can do the top of our rooster. So I actually have a really cool photo here. If you saw it on Facebook, this is what it looks like complete. So we want the strawberries sliced this way, so they look like that. They look really cool, or you can cut them really, really tiny to add to our bear ears. So I'm gonna get a strawberry. I'm gonna cut out the top. We don't really need this, but if you want to decorate with it, you can. Do a few of these.
What was your favorite snack as a kid, Lisa?
Oh man, I think probably string cheese with an apple and crackers. Something about a little bit of salty and a little bit of sweet. But peanut butter is always pretty good too. Peanut butter on any kind of fruit. So I think that's a good amount of apples and strawberries. Now if you got your printout, it did have very large raisins on it. And that's because if you're letting your toddler use scissors to cut the raisins, it's gonna be really hard for them to cut really tiny pieces. So the raisins were made a little bit bigger on the printout, but you can see they're pretty small. So got our raisins. I'm gonna open up our yogurt. Actually have a spoon here so I can stir it a little bit. And it smells really good. It smells like vanilla. And then I'm going to open our peanut butter. Adults, if you're interested, you can comment team creamy or team nutty and crunchy. You want to tell us what kind of peanut butter you like, because we had a big debate about that at work the other day. So this one's creamy. You can see it's really nice and smooth.
Yeah, I like that H-E-B peanut butter because it's not fat, like it's not greasy and sugary.
Yeah, it's just super creamy and delicious. And then we have our banana. So I'm gonna open our banana and I'm gonna cut it into some slices. So if you go online and you want to purchase a kid-friendly knife, this is something that they can cut pretty easily. I'm just gonna cut a few slices. I'll put it over here. Got all these yummy foods on my table. So here I have my 2 toasts. And I used a gala apple, so that's my little sticker. And I'll actually work backwards so that you can see it. So I'm gonna put my 2 toasts here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our berry fun toast. So we're gonna make a bear. So if you're watching online, tell me what your favorite animal is. One of my favorite animals is a bear. That's why I chose a bear right here. And so what we're doing right now is we're making a bear face. So I'm using my creamy peanut butter to make his face with some nice fur, some nice hairs. And you can add as little or as much peanut butter as you want. And like I said, if you don't eat any bread or your tummy might hurt if you eat bread, you can always use peanut butter. Now, apple is very juicy, so it is a little hard to put the peanut butter on there, but it's okay. You'll get the hang of it. At the end, it's going to taste really yummy. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put our banana slices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one right here on the left and one on the right, and these are going to be our bear ears. And I'm gonna use one more to make the nose. So if you want to count with me, there's 1 banana slice, 2, 3 whole banana slices. Next, you're gonna get your little raisins and you're gonna make some little eyes. So I'm gonna put one right here, one right here, and then you can put a little one on the nose to give it more definition right there. So you can see that our bear looks very cute. And you can actually use a little strawberry piece. So the littlest piece that we cut, if you want to make the ears look super cute. And I'll add a little tart to it with that strawberry. So what you're gonna do with your apples, you're just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna add your bananas. You can use a bigger banana slice, but I chose to do a little one because my knife is not too big. And I want to make sure I stay safe in the kitchen. That can be a baby bear actually. This can be an adult bear and a baby bear, a toddler bear, I would say. So that is our very fun snack. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do our rooster. So the reason I chose a rooster is because I actually have a rooster at home. I have a rooster and 2 chickens. And they lay some really yummy fresh eggs, which I love. So I'm gonna use our Greek yogurt. And I'm gonna add a layer. So instead of using butter for toast, you can actually just use yogurt. It's a good substitution. For the adults out there, it's got a lot of probiotics, so it keeps your gut very happy. For my toddlers, it makes your tummy happy, so we're gonna use yogurt. Now let's say you have a peanut allergy or you're lactose intolerant. If you want for the base, since this one is brown, you can use a little bit of butter with a dash of sugar and cinnamon. So that's something for your peanut allergies. Probably not so much the dairy, because we use butter, but you can use vegan butter. Vegan butter works pretty good too. So with my little triangle pieces, I'm gonna make the top of our rooster. And my rooster is actually white too, so it looks just like him. So that's that top part. So you can see it's gonna be a white rooster with red pieces of strawberry. Now with our banana, I'm gonna cut a little piece. And I'm gonna make a beak. So I'm gonna cut 2 little pieces out of 1 banana slice. And that's your beak right there. And all we're missing are a few finishing touches. So I'm gonna give it some eyes. Let me add 1 more. And I'm gonna add some bottom pieces. Let me know what we should name this rooster. It doesn't have a name, neither does our bear. So if you want to comment and let us know what we should name them, we can name them before we leave if we have time. So these are our fun, healthy habit snacks. I don't want to make a mess and eat them right now, but they are very delicious and they are very nutritious. So if you didn't have the supplies at home, again, we have the links. So if you go to our featured events, you will see the links for the printouts. Not this one, but we will have the ones that you need. And like I said, our raisins are pretty big, but that's just so you can cut it a little bit easier. And all you'll need for the printouts are some glue and some scissors. So before we finish, let's go over our plate of healthy habits really quickly. Let's see if you remember. Do we do this once or do we do this many times? We do it many times, right? That's what practicing is. We do it many times, like washing our hands, playing or exercising. Remember, jumping in your living room counts if you're doing it for a while, especially to your favorite show, maybe some music. Sleeping, we want to get a good night's sleep so our body grows and it keeps our mind very healthy. And of course, eating well, creating healthy snacks just like this, or eating the colors of the rainbow. So we have red, orange, yellow, green, kind of like an indigo blue, and purple. So I hope you really enjoyed our Healthy Habits program today. If you want to join us for our next one, we'll be having one in December. We do our Toddler Tuesday Young Adventures program the last Tuesday. So the next one we're going to be doing some really, really fun snowflakes. So stay tuned for more information on those because it's going to be really, really fun. So I hope you enjoyed this program and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.